Can I talk to you for a moment? I know life has been feeling heavy. Like you've been walking through the same struggle for a while. Praying for change, waiting for answers, trying to stay strong. But nothing seems to move as fast as you need it to. And honestly, that kind of waiting can make you feel stuck. Like you're behind in life, like nothing is working, like God is quiet. I understand that feeling, the feeling of doing your best, but still feeling like it's not enough. The feeling of trying to stay hopeful while everything around you feels uncertain. But listen carefully tonight. You are not as far as you feel. You are closer than you think. Even if it doesn't look like it, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if nothing has changed yet, God is still working in ways you cannot see. You're closer than you think right now, even in the darkest place somehow. Every tear you've cried in pain is not in vain. You're closer than you think tonight, even if you cannot see the light. God is working in the silence still, and He always will. Lord, some of us feel stuck in delay, waiting for breakthrough, waiting for healing, waiting for peace, waiting for things to finally shift. And it's been emotionally exhausting, because we're trying to believe while also trying not to lose hope, trying to trust you while still feeling overwhelmed. But even here, you are not absent. Even here, you are still moving things into place, even when we cannot see it. So hold me when I feel unsure, when my faith feels weak and poor, when I cannot see the way ahead. Please calm the thoughts inside my head. You're closer than I think you are, even when you feel so far. And through every tear I've cried at night, you've been guiding me toward the light. Maybe somebody listening tonight feels like they're behind in life, like everyone else is moving forward while they are still struggling in the same place. But God does not measure you by speed. He is not late in your story, and even delays can be divine protection, a quiet preparation. Sometimes what feels like nothing is happening is actually God building something unseen. Lord, please comfort every tired heart tonight. The ones waiting for answers, the ones battling anxiety, the ones emotionally exhausted from hoping. Wrap your peace around them gently and remind them that they are closer to breakthrough than they realize.
When my heart begins to fade
And fear
begins to take my faith,
when silence feels too loud
inside,
please stay with me
through every night.
You're closer than I
Think you are,
even when I
feel so scarred,
and even through the unseen delay,
you are making a way
I'm closer than I think I am.
to the promise in your hand.
And even when I
Do not see,
do, are still carrying me. cannot see. Maybe peace is already on its way. But until then, Lord,
Help me trust your timing.
you're closer than I think tonight. Even in this endless fight, and when my strength begins to fall, please remind me you're involved. Every tear has been a seed. You are working quietly, and even when I cannot see, you are closer than I think to me.
Closer than I feel.
Closer than I feel. Still making it real. You're not far away. You're here to stay. If you're still here listening to this, it means heaven didn't finish with you. Yeah, stay with me tonight. I know it's been heavy. I know some nights you just stare at the ceiling and wonder if anything will ever change. If God really hears you. If your prayers ever made it past the silence. You've smiled through pain nobody knows about. Answered, I'm fine, when your heart was falling apart. And somehow, you're still here. That alone is not an accident. You didn't survive all of that just to be forgotten now. No. There's something still unfinished about your story. Something still being shaped in the dark. God is not done with you yet. God is not
Done with you yet.
even when it feels like the night won't end. Even when your strength is almost gone, He's still writing your song. God is not done with you yet. Don't you dare believe it's over now. What He started, He will complete. You're still standing. That's proof somehow. I know the delays feel like denial, like every door that closed was a final answer. But what if it wasn't rejection? What if it was protection? What if God was saving you from what would have broken you completely? You thought you were being left behind, but you were being held back for timing you can't see yet. There are prayers you prayed in tears that are still alive in heaven right now.
Don't measure your life by what hasn't happened yet.
Measure it by what didn't destroy you.
You're still here.
And that means heaven is still working. God is not done with you yet. Even when the waiting feels too long. Oh, even when your faith feels thin, He's still holding you strong. God is not done with you yet. This is not where your story ends. There's more grace still ahead, more light He will send. So breathe. Just breathe tonight. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to hold on. Because the same God who brought you this far has not released your name. He's still speaking over you, still building around you, still working in silence for you. God is not done with you yet. Your ending is not written in pain. There's mercy still ahead. There's healing in His name.
God is not done with you yet.
So don't let go of hope tonight. You're closer than you think you are to stepping into light. God is not done with you, not even close. Just rest tonight. He's still writing your story. I didn't think I'd make it this far. There were days I almost gave up. Moments when the weight on my shoulders felt heavier than my faith. I've walked through valleys I never chose, cried tears nobody ever saw. But through every broken season, your hand was holding me all along. Sometimes I couldn't see tomorrow, sometimes I could barely breathe, but somehow your mercy kept finding me right where I was. And if you carried me through January, if you sustained me through every storm, then I believe with all my heart you're not finished with me now. This year will not end in tears. This story will not end in pain. The God who brought me through the fire will bring me through the rain. This year will not end in tears. I refuse to let hope disappear. Your promises are still alive, and better days are drawing near. I've seen doors close before my eyes. I've watched dreams slip through my hands. I've questioned why the waiting lasted longer than I could understand. But every delay has a purpose, every battle has a lesson, and every prayer I've prayed in faith is resting safely in heaven. The road has not been easy, but I know you're making a way. Even when I cannot see it, you're working every day. You've never abandoned your children, you've never failed a single word. So I'll keep standing on your promise and trusting what I've heard. This year will not end in tears. This story will not end in pain. Oh, the God who brought me through the fire will bring me through the rain. This year will not end in tears. I refuse to let hope disappear. promises are still alive, and better days are drawing near. I still believe in miracles. I still believe you make a way. I still believe the darkest night cannot stop the coming day. I still believe in healing. I still believe in grace. I still believe that everything will happen in your perfect place. Oh, what the enemy meant for harm, you can turn around for good. And every chapter filled with sorrow will become a testimony of your love. This year will not end in tears. This story will not end in pain. The God who brought me through the fire will bring me through the rain. This year will not end in tears. Your goodness is still drawing near. I'll keep my eyes upon your promise and walk forward without fear. So I'll keep singing through the waiting. I'll keep believing through the unknown, because the God who started this journey will not leave me here alone. No, this year will not end in tears. Your faithfulness is all I see. And when I look back on this season, I'll know you carried me. You've been carrying a burden so heavy for so long, trying to stay strong for everybody, while feeling weak inside. You've smiled through disappointment. You've hidden all the pain. And every time you thought you'd reach the end, you found the strength to stand again. I know the road feels endless and answers seem delayed, but every tear you've cried in secret has not been cried in vain. The darkness may surround you, but darkness cannot stay when God has already spoken that brighter days are on the way. Hold on one more night. Hold on one more prayer. Hold on one more moment. God is meeting you right there. Hold on one more night. Don't let go of hope. The same hands that carried you before will never lose their hold. Just hold on. The morning is closer than it seems. There are blessings being prepared you cannot see right now. There are doors already open stop before the dawn. You have survived every difficult day that tried to prove you wrong.
Hold on one more night.
Hold on one more prayer.
Hold on one
More moment. Oh, hold on one more moment. God is meeting you right there. Hold on one more night. Don't let go of hope. The same hands that carried you before will never lose their hope. So if all you can do is breathe, then breathe and trust again. If all you can do is stand, then stand and trust again. If all you can do is wait, then wait and trust again. Because God is still writing your story, and what feels like the end may only be the beginning. Hold on one night. Your miracle may be closer than you think. Some storms stay longer than we expect. Some battles leave scars. Some seasons leave us tired. But there comes a moment when God says, enough. And what has followed you for months will not follow you forever. I've carried burdens through every season, fought battles nobody knew, smiled through days that felt impossible, and somehow made it through. There were moments filled with questions. There were nights filled with fear. There were times I thought the struggle would always live right here. But I've learned that every season changes, and every storm eventually moves. No matter how dark the clouds may seem, the sun still finds its way through. The pain has had its moment, the sorrow had its day, but mercy is still speaking, and hope is on the way. The storm won't follow you into next year. The way won't always feel this strong. The God who kept you through the struggle will carry you beyond. Oh, the storm won't follow you into next year. The tears won't always fill your eyes. The one who writes your story has brighter chapters still to write. So hold on, keep believing. The storm won't follow you. Maybe you've been waiting for healing. Maybe you've been waiting for peace. Maybe you've been praying for an answer that still hasn't reached your street. Maybe you're tired of hoping, tired of trying to understand why the road became so difficult when you trusted in God's plan. But every season has an ending, and every winter meets the spring. What feels permanent right now may be changing more than you think. The struggle is not your future. The heartbreak is not your home. God is leading you forward. You are not walking alone. The storm won't follow you into next year. The weight won't always feel this strong. The God who kept you through the struggle will carry you behind. The storm won't follow you into next year. The tears won't always fill your eyes. The one who writes your story has brighter chapters still to write. There is healing ahead. There is peace ahead. There is joy ahead. There is restoration ahead. The storm may have touched your life, but it cannot define your future. The battle may have wounded your heart, but it cannot steal God's promise. This season is not forever. This chapter is not the whole book. God is still turning pages, and better days are coming. Oh, the storm won't follow you into next year. I can see the light breaking through. Everything you've survived this year is proof of what God can do. The storm won't follow you into next year. The darkness is losing ground. The same God who carried you through it will turn it all around. The storm won't follow you. The storm won't follow you. One day you'll look back and realize the season that almost broke you actually built you. The tears that watered the ground prepared the harvest. The waiting strengthened your faith. And the storm didn't stay forever, because God had already prepared a new season for you. If your life feels unfinished right now, if you feel like things started but never came together, this is for you. God doesn't abandon what He begins. I look at where I started and where I am today. So many things still broken, so many dreams delayed. There were doors that opened briefly, then quietly closed again. And I wondered if the promise was just imagination in my head. But even in the silence, even in the unknown, there's a steady hand that's guiding me, and I'm not walking alone. What He starts, He doesn't abandon. What He speaks, He doesn't forget. Every unfinished chapter is still covered by His plan. God will finish what He started. He will not walk away. Every promise still unfolding is being shaped day by day. complete it in me. So I will trust and I will wait. God will finish what He started. There were moments I felt stuck in time, like nothing was moving forward, like every prayer was hidden silence, and every step felt harder. But looking back, I see it clearer. You were working in disguise, in every delay, in every detour. You were building my life. You never wasted a season. You never lost control. Even when I felt forgotten, you were shaping my soul. The process may feel slow, but purpose is still alive. And what you begin in a broken place, you always refine. God will finish what He started. He will not walk away. Every promise still unfolding is being shaped day by day. God will finish what He started. Even when I cannot see, the same hand that began this work will complete it in me. So I will trust and I will wait. God will finish what He started. Not everything makes sense right now, but everything has meaning. Not every delay is denial. Some are divine preparing. Not every closed door is loss. Some are protection in disguise. And not every silent season is absence. Some is God building you inside. He hasn't forgotten the vision. He hasn't dropped your name. What feels unfinished in your hands is fully known. It is. God will finish what He started. Even when I lose my way, He is faithful in the process. He is present every day. God will finish what He started. This is not the final page. What He wrote in the beginning, He will complete with grace. I will trust. I will wait. God will finish what He started. So I release my worry, and I rest in Your timing. Because what you begin in love, you always bring to completion. God will finish what He started.